This video is sponsored by Grammarly. Recently, I've been thinking a lot about what gave me so much joy being a kid. I'm sure having absolutely zero responsibilities and not having to worry about missing any income on my tax returns is a big part of it, but I think it's so important to harness that childlike energy no matter what your age is. Because kids have yet to go through the filtering that society pushes you through. They know something we don't because they haven't been conditioned like us adults or even teenagers. And I think that as we go through that conditioning, at least for most people, we lose that sense of fulfillment that we once had in our lives. This is something that I love to think about and probably think about far too much. Just the question of what will keep me fulfilled for a lifetime. And by fulfillment, I mean more than just being satisfied. I mean waking up every morning excited to go and do whatever you're about to do with your day. I think if you can get to that point in your life consistently, then you've really won. Now, what one needs to be fulfilled can be different for anyone, but I don't think that the answer lies in having no sort of ambition. Again, we must look at children. In a video I made a while back, I argued that life isn't supposed to make sense and that children have the firmest grasp on being happy in life because they don't try and figure out life like I'm always trying to do. And part of that comes with seeing everything as novel. Children can get awe-inspired by just watching a washer with a transparent door. Most of us just aren't able to see the world through that lens anymore, and that's okay. I think the even better lesson that we can take from children, at least in terms of feeling more fulfilled, is something that I like to call the beginner's mindset. The beginner's mindset is the idea of constantly learning new skills and starting from absolute scratch with those skills. As children, we are extremely curious and on a constant search for explanations for things we do for the first time, and we do a lot of things for the first time as kids. We are forced to have this beginner's mindset because we are new to the world. In order to survive, we have to employ this, and I think a lot of us lose this mindset over time because we get so caught up in the routine of doing the same thing every single day, and we don't need to learn anything new. We've learned enough about the basic functions of life as well as our jobs, and we don't really need to go much further than that. And I personally have felt this a whole lot, specifically with YouTube. About a month ago, I was in a bit of a rut with my videos, and it just wasn't bringing me the same sort of fulfillment that it used to. And I realized that I got way too complacent with my videos and learning what I could learn with these videos. I was using the exact same shots, the same type of edits, and the same sort of script, and it wasn't a challenge to do this. So now I've made a vow to myself to really push the envelope of what I'm really capable of doing with these videos by constantly learning some type of new filming or editing techniques. Along with that, I haven't made a considerable effort to improve my writing and storytelling in these videos, and I want to improve this part of my content even more than the filmmaking and editing portion. And not just videos, but everything that requires my writing. Because if you really want to move people, story is everything, and that is why I have the help of today's sponsor, Grammarly. Grammarly is a digital writing assistant for anyone who wants to enhance their storytelling and writing skills. You can also add it as a Google Chrome extension, and you can just add it to Google Chrome with a few simple clicks. Grammarly has the free version with basic grammar and spelling suggestions, but upgrading to premium provides you with much more in-depth writing feedback. The premium writing feedback helps you with improving consistency, fluency, vocabulary, tone, and a lot more. I've actually been using it to help with the script of this video. It's helped me choose words that aren't too hard to comprehend, but still allow me to expand my vocabulary really well, and this is so important when you're trying to engage someone with your writing. It's also helped me cut down on unnecessary words to tighten my writing and make it easier to understand, and it even has something called a tone detector. I've found the tone detector to be useful specifically in emails when I'm trying to come off a certain way or steer the conversation in a particular direction, which is great for persuading whoever I'm talking to. Words are our most powerful way of communicating an idea and moving people. I think it's the most valuable skill to learn is writing. Out of all these beginner mindsets that you can adopt, writing is one that I think everybody should focus on. You can go to grammarly.com/Cole to sign up for a free account and get 20% off Grammarly Premium today. So why exactly does being garbage at things work for feeling so fulfilled? The first reason is that when you're a beginner, the amount of learning that you can accomplish in a given time is much higher. And when you're able to learn things quicker and make progress quicker, it can be so much more fulfilling than the expert who has to put in tons and tons of effort just to see an inch of progress. And honestly, some things in life just have a threshold on how much you can learn or grow with them. For example, like let's take brushing your teeth. You might learn something new about holding the toothbrush differently, but I don't think that's really gonna change your skill with toothbrushing. Toothbrushing, teeth brushing, what do I mean? Anyways, you're already so good at that thing and there's not much more to learn, so there's really no more fulfillment from that thing. Another reason that being a beginner at something is so valuable is because of the confidence that consistent progress can give you. That extreme sense of accomplishment is so invaluable, and while it can be just as fulfilling to accomplish something that's taken days or even months to get over and learn, nothing beats the feeling of that consistent progress that comes with being a beginner. So along with filming and editing, I've really always wanted to actually learn a language. I want to visit Japan one day, I want to go to Tokyo one day, and in order to do that, I know that I'm gonna at least have to know a little bit of Japanese, so I plan on learning Japanese in some way or form. But if you guys have any suggestions for that, let me know. And then also running is something that I really want to get good at and just improving my cardiovascular health. But running, just the feeling of running I found that I've been doing for the past few days now, there's just no other feeling like it, getting that runner's high. And every next run that I do, I find that I'm able to go longer and longer, and that sense of accomplishment, it's so fulfilling with running. I actually already ran today. I'm just pretending like I'm running again for the video, and now I'm in pain. To know if you're employing the beginner's mindset in your life, you should ask yourself these 3 questions. First, have I done anything recently that I had to learn from scratch? Second, am I making a conscious effort to get better at the skills that I already have? And third, does the thought of learning this new thing excite me? The reason we go for this third question is because not everything you set out to become better at is gonna make you feel fulfilled, so asking that before you get into it, the thought of it, does it really excite you, will be important. Now through this video, I'm not saying that you should never strive to be an expert at anything, because of course there are things you should strive to be an expert at. That's how you really stand out in a given field. I think there needs to be a balance with what you do, and most people just don't push themselves. They stay at some flatline, complacent place anyway and never become experts at something, but at the same time, they never even try to be a beginner at something. So have a good balance of these. Thank you to all the patrons on this channel at patreon.com/Cole Hastings. Patreon is a platform where I'm putting out exclusive content that you can get that can't be found anywhere else. These are videos, blog posts, podcasts. They're all on that website. The link is in the description to that, and that's also where you can talk with me one-on-one. And that's it for this video. I really hope that this helped you guys and inspired you to take on something new with almost every single day or every single month that goes by. Let me know what you plan on becoming a beginner at in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching until the end. I love you all. That was a weird face.